Hello students. So in the video we are going to look at one of the useful tools that might be of great help for you when it comes to getting those extra couple of questions correct. That is what we call as the objective approach for solving questions in NEET. Particularly this will be useful for physics and some extent in chemistry also. Okay, wow. So objective approach and so on, it is not like we are going to discuss on how do we approach solving problems etc. These are the techniques that are used particularly while solving these MCQ type of examination. In a NEET we'll have for every question 4 of these options given to us. Even only one of these answers will be correct. So these objective techniques, right, will be useful in MCQ type of examination, particularly with one answer correct. That is what we have in the NEET. Okay, wow. So we'll see what are these objective approach techniques. We will divide this into two scenarios. One is methodical approaches, random approaches. So methodical approach, we will be able to get the answer with 100% surety. Okay, and the problem or relevant concept and the idea of we don't know much about the real approach to solve the question. But even then we will be able to get the correct answer for the question with 100% guarantee. So that is what is the methodical scenario. Random. So random and we can even say it like it is kind of a guesswork madrida. Okay, so maximum we will try to give emphasis on the methodical approaches. Random is almost like guesswork. So we will see how these techniques will actually work. So methodical scenario we have 4 approaches. First is a dimensional approach. The dimensional approach and or we can also call it as a unit approach. This is like if you are having a question, we are having 4 of these answers given. Okay, only one answer is matching. Only one answer is actually matching with the units or dimensions of the required quantity. Like say for example, question they are asking about the speed. Only one of these 4 options is matching with the speed or the dimensions or the units of the speed. Then definitely that is going to be the correct answer. Okay, so that is what is called as the dimensions approach or unit approach. So even in every year if you look at the NEET paper, right, you will have kind of one question which can be solved by using this dimensions approach. Second approach that is what we call as the particular case approach. Particular case approach like they are giving a question in which we have like a, b, theta and the madri, like there will be variables. Like we'll take a particular value, a number 1 edukala, b1 and the madri theta is equal to some 60 whatever it is. We will keep these values, whichever option is satisfying that correct relation, right, that will be the answer for that. We will see examples for each of these approaches. Answer substitution. Answer substitution like we should have some idea about the question or related formula or some concept related to that. We should have some knowledge. Answer substitution like you have 4 answers given. We will just go and substitute in the given formula or given relation. Either satisfy that is what is the correct answer for this. Okay, so that is what is the third approach, which is the answer substitution approach. Fourth, the elimination approach. For this we require little bit more understanding. Okay, so on the concept we should have little bit more understanding. The elimination approach tackle panna mudiyum. Elimination approach you'll have 4 of these options. We have to eliminate 3 by using our understanding. After eliminate panna mudiyadana, we will be able to choose what is the remaining answer as the correct answer. Okay, random scenarios. So random scenarios, it's almost like a guesswork madrida. Adala we have 2 approaches. One is most common form of answer. Like ipo or examiner or paper set panna like you will get the first the correct answer varum. And the correct answer if he is trying to form other 3 options, usually examiner mindset work like he might change, or he might change the numerator, he might change the denominator and the 4 options we see which is having the most common numerator, which is having the most common denominator. We will be able to arrive at what is the most common answer. Okay va? So that is what is the most common answer approach. But like we cannot say with 100% guarantee that this is going to give us the correct answer. And the second scenario paranga, what is it? The odd answer or symmetric answer for a complex question. Either sometimes to not to frighten the students, but just to make sure that some of us don't even attempt the question, right? Examiners enna பண்ணுவாங்க, they will try to fix up a very complicated looking question, நிறைய expressions இருக்கிற மாதிரி, like the question itself will be very lengthy. அதை பார்த்த உடனே ஒரு சில people they will not even attempt the question, இது ரொம்ப lengthy-ஆ இருக்கும்னு சொல்லிட்டு attempt பண்ணாம they will go on to the next one. Okay, so sometimes என்னன்னா for those kind of questions, right, the answer will be like even if you look at the options, adula 3 options will be looking complicated. The fourth option பாத்தீங்கன்னா it will be like 1 0 அந்த மாதிரி, like very simple answer இருக்கும். So that is one scenario, so where we have the odd answer or symmetric answer for a complex question. Okay va? But in the rendu theriyuma, these are the random techniques. Kandipa these are not encourageable because we will not be able to get answer with 100% surety. இது கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு guess work மாதிரி தான். Okay va? But overall if you see it, right, these techniques will actually kind of help in maybe bettering our performance by at least 1 or 2 questions. Okay, but main if there is a possibility to use the methodical approaches, right, அதை நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ண வச்சுக்கோங்க, then definitely it will be able to make sure that we get the correct answer. It is not like generally நம்ம ஏதோ guess போட்ட மாதிரி கிடையாது, we will be able to get the correct answer for that. இப்போ என்னன்னா we will just go and look at some examples of each of these approaches. Like we will take examples that have come in the previous years itself. So paranga, this is a question that has come in 2008. So we'll go with the dimensional approach. Particle mass m moves with a constant speed along a circular path radius r. என்ன இருக்கா, mass இருக்கா, அந்த மாதிரி radius இருக்கா. Under the action of the force f, force is also there. Its speed is, so இதை நம்ம calculate பண்ணணும். We should calculate the speed. Speed means what will be the SI unit of speed, meter per second தானா? So இப்போ பாருங்க, in the given answers, right, option A la, what is it, root f is what, force. Force means kg meter per second square into r is what, meter, divide by m is what, mass, kg. Kg cancel out. What is it, root of meter square per second square. What is it, meter per second. அவ்வளவுதான். So அந்த option A தவிர look at these other answers, right. Option B பாருங்க, what is option B, root numerator என்ன இருக்கா, f, which is kg into meter per second square, divided by denominator la r is what, the radius of the path, which is meter. That will not be matching the units of the speed. அந்த மாதிரி நீங்க மத்த options நீங்க check பண்ணலாம். You will see that only option A will be matching the units of the speed. Okay va? So without even knowing really what is the concept to solve the question, we are able to get the correct answer for this. So dimensional approach is a methodical approach. So kandipa we will be able to get the answer with 100% surety. Okay va? So another example paranga, this is another question which has come in the AFMC. Car mass m moving with a momentum p. So என்ன இருக்கா, mass இருக்கா, momentum இருக்கா. If mu is the coefficient of friction between the tires and the road. So mu means what, it's a unitless quantity. அதுதானா? What will be the stopping distance due to the friction alone? நம்ம என்ன calculate பண்ணணும், we should calculate what is the stopping distance. Distance and சொன்னா the unit must be what, meters. Distance means what, unit should be meters. இப்போ பாருங்க, look at option B. P square means what, kg square meter square per second square, divide by 2. அதுக்கு unit இருக்காது, it's a number. M square, m is mass, means kg square. Mu அது unitless தான், into g. G is what, acceleration due to gravity. இங்க பாருங்க, kg square cancel ஆயிடும். Second square. Numerator we have a meter square, denominator we have a meter. What is it? So where in the option B la mattum we will see that the answer will be giving us the unit which is the distance unit. So mathadhila enna, we will not be having the distance unit. Neenga check panni paarenga, the other options, right, will not be giving us the units of the distance. Okay va? So this is the dimensions approach. Ingona problem paakalam. A particle is projected with a velocity v0 along the x-axis. Like along the x-axis we are giving a velocity v0 for the particle. The deceleration of the particle is proportional to square of the distance from the origin. So what is the relation? Deceleration A is equal to what, alpha into x square. இங்க பாருங்க, deceleration சொல்லல or the acceleration value, whichever it is. Deceleration சொன்னா what is it? Negative acceleration தானா, which means acceleration is in the opposite direction. It's a variable acceleration பாருங்க, the constant acceleration கிடையாது, it's a variable acceleration. The distance at which the particle stops is, இதை நம்ம என்ன calculate பண்ணணும், we should calculate what is the distance at which the particle stops. இது நம்ம regularly solve பண்ண முடியாது, ஏன்னா because this is what the question on variable acceleration. So இதில் என்ன, we have to use the integration approach, an integration approach which that we will be able to solve it. But again we will try to see if we can solve the question by using dimensional approach. பாருங்க ஆப்ஷன்ஸ்ல we are having v0 இருக்கு, alpha இருக்கு. So first we should know v0 unit நமக்கு தெரியும், what is v0 ஓட unit, meter per second. But alpha ஓட unit என்ன வருது பாருங்க, a is equal to alpha into x square, right? So a is what, meter per second square is equal to alpha into x square means what, meter square தானா பாருங்க. So alpha will be 1 by meter into second square, அது alpha ஓட SI unit. பாருங்க option D, what is it, 3 times 3 is a number, v0 square means meter square per second square divided by 2, 2 is a number dana, into alpha, alpha is what, 1 by meter into second square, inga parunga whole power 1 by 3. So meter mattum numerator la poidum, what is it, meter cube whole power 1 by 3, idanadhu meter. So amalane kekranga distance at which the particle stops, parunga the option D, right, it will be giving us an answer which is matching with the SI unit of the distance. மற்ற ஆப்ஷன்ஸ்ல அப்படி கிடையாது. Like how do you even check it, பாருங்க ஆப்ஷன் A ல என்ன இருக்கா, root v0 by alpha, ஆப்ஷன் B ல v0 by alpha whole power 1 by 3, கண்டிப்பா they will have different units. ஆப்ஷன் C ல என்ன இருக்கா, root v0 square by alpha. So all these four options, right, they will have different units. So wherein in the option D ல மட்டும் we will have a unit matching with the unit of the speed. So அதனால we are able to conclude that this will be the answer based on the dimensions approach. இதுல ஒரே ஒரு இது என்னன்னா, the question should be given such that in these options, right, only one of them is able to match the dimensions. அப்படி இருந்ததா we will be able to choose the correct answer. Okay va? So this is about the first of these approaches, which is the dimensions approach. அடுத்தது பாருங்க, this is what is the particular case approach. So AAPMT 2005 ல வந்தது இந்த question. If the angle between A bar and B bar is theta, the value of the product, so இங்க என்ன இருக்கா, B cross A dot A, இது என்ன தெரியுமா, this is what we call as the scalar triple product ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். So what is it called as, scalar triple product. B cross A, அதோட we have to take a dot product. Okay, so we have to tell what is the answer for this. So இப்போ இதில் நமக்கு தெரியாதுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, அந்த scalar triple product எப்படி வருதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நமக்கு தெரியாது. So we will try to solve this by using the particular case. Particular case என்னது, we have to choose, let's say we are choosing B is equal to நம்ம ஒரு I plus J ன்னு எடுக்கலாம். A we will take it as என்னது, we can take A is equal to I, like that we take some particular case. And theta நமக்கு வேணும், theta is what, angle between B and A. பாருங்க what is the angle between B and A, A is along the positive x axis and B எப்படி இருக்கும், B will be I plus J ன்னு சொன்னா that is along the angular bisector தானா. So B will make an angle of 45 with the x axis, means theta ஓட வேல்யூ என்னது, 45. theta ஓட வேல்யூ என்ன, 45. ஓகேவா? So இப்போ பாருங்க, we will try to get the answer by using the particular case. So first நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும், B cross A பண்ணணும். What is B cross A means, I plus J cross I, அதுதான் B cross A ஓட வேல்யூ. So then first we are doing B cross A. பாருங்க B cross A is what, I plus J cross I. ஏன்னா what is the I cross I will be 0. J cross I, J cross I, what is it, minus K. ஏன்னா I cross J will be K, right? So அதனால J cross I will be what, minus K. So this is our B cross A ஓட value. So what is B cross A dot A, minus K, which is B cross A dot A எவ்வளோ, I. What is K dot I, 0 தானா, K dot I என்னது 0. Okay, so finally the answer, right, should be having 0. இப்போ பாருங்க option A கண்டிப்பா 0 ஆகாது, ஏன்னா B A square sin theta. sin theta எவ்வளோ, sin 45 means 1 by root 2. So கண்டிப்பா it will not be 0. option B பாருங்க 0 கிடையாது, option C அப்படிதான், வெறும் இந்த option D ல மட்டும் we'll have the answer 0. So this is what we call as a particular case method ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஓகேவா? அடுத்தது பாருங்க ஆன்சர் சப்ஸ்டிடியூஷன். A quantity of charge q is to be divided into two parts. So அதை நம்ம ரெண்டு பார்ட்ஸா டிவைட் பண்ணணும். So for example நம்ம q1 and q2 னு வெச்சுக்கோங்க. Such that the force between them is maximum. So we should divide them such that and the ரெண்டு சார்ஜ் நடுவுல whatever the force, right, should be what maximum. So what is the force formula? Coulomb's formula. ஏன்னா இந்த ரெண்டு will be what like charges தானா. So k q1 q2 by r square. So பாருங்க the force should be maximum means what? The product of the charges should be maximum. Force எப்போ maximum ஆயிடும்? When the product of the charges is what? Maximum. The division of the charges is, so என்ன கேக்குறாங்க, how we should divide the charges. என்ன தெரியுமா? We will just இதனது answer substitution. ஒரு கேஸ் எடுத்துட்டு we will just go and substitute. So we are looking for what? The product of the charges. So பாருங்க q by 4 into 3q by 4. What is the product? 3 by 16 into q square. அதுதானா? Second case என்ன பாருங்க q by 2 into q by 2, that is what? 1 by 4 into q square. Third case la q by 5 into 4q by 5. அது என்னது? 4 by 25 into q square. Fourth case என்ன? q by 6 into 5q by 6. 5 by 36 into q square. இங்க பாருங்க எங்க ஃபேக்டர் மேக்ஸிமம் இருக்கா? 3 by 16, 1 by 4, 4 by 25, 5 by 36. இதுல the maximum factor is what? 1 by 4. So where the product of the charges is maximum, right, there we'll have the force also maximum. So what is the answer for this? Option B is the answer. Okay, so idhula we are not knowing how to actually solve the question. எப்படி அந்த question actually solve பண்றதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு we don't know, but we are able to get the answer by using answer substitution. Okay, அடுத்தது elimination. நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ண மாதிரி for the elimination, right, we should have some understanding. The concept or idea பத்தி we should have some knowledge. அப்பதான் இந்த elimination method நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ண முடியும். இங்க பாருங்க, which of the diagrams as shown in the figure below most closely represents the variation of the kinetic energy of the earth as it moves once around the sun in the elliptical orbit. தெரியும், gravitation chapterல we talk about it, right? So எப்படி மூவ் ஆகும்? earth will be moving around the sun in elliptical orbit. Sun will be at one of the focal point. அப்படிதானா? So earth oda velocity or speed will keep changing. So when it is closest, speed will be what? High. When it is farthest, speed will be what? Low. அப்படிதானா? So கிட்ட வரும்போது it will be what? Increasing its speed value. When it is going farther and farther, the speed will be what? Decreasing. So when the speed is increasing means kinetic energy increase ஆகும். Speed is decreasing means kinetic energy also will decrease. இப்போ பாருங்க option A ல they are saying kinetic energy அப்படியே ஒரு horizontal curve. Horizontal curve ன்னு சொன்னா they are saying it is a constant. கிடையாது. So it will not be constant, right? So option A will not be the answer. Then the elimination approach. So we will have to eliminate 3 answers so that we can find out what is the suitable answer. Option B ல பாருங்க they are saying kinetic energy becomes 0. When the curve x-axis oda touch agudana, what is it? That point is representing kinetic energy 0 dana. But in the elliptical path, kinetic energy of that earth will never be 0. Kami agum typically increase, but the kinetic energy will never be 0. Okay va? So option B is also not suitable. Option C paranga inge appadudha. They are saying kinetic energy becomes 0. So what is the one remaining? Option D. நமக்கு ஆக்சுவலி தெரியாது எப்படி அந்த ஃபங்க்ஷன் வரும்னு சொல்லிட்டு நமக்கு தெரியாது, பட் the basic understanding which we are able to eliminate the 3 answers so that we will have the 4th answer or the final answer remaining. Okay va? So this is what is the elimination approach. So these are the methodical approaches. In the methodical approach la வந்து கண்டிப்பா we will be able to get the correct answer. Okay, so next என்னது? The random. So random ன்னு சொல்றதுக்கு பதிலா we can also call it like a guesswork மாதிரி. Okay, so இதுல இருந்து பாருங்க first scenario is what? Most common form of answer. இதுல நம்ம இந்த ப்ராப்ளமே படிக்க வேண்டாம். ஏதோ they are saying about something on the engine, pump, etc. Most common answer ன்னு சொன்னது அந்த இருக்கிற ஆப்ஷன்ஸ்ல we have to see which of them is having the most common form. இங்க பாருங்க mv cube இருக்கு, mv square, m square v square, mv cube. எது most common ஆ வருது? mv cube most common ஆ வருது. ஓகேவா? அடுத்து என்ன பாருங்க factor. இங்க என்னது factor 1, இங்க என்னது half, இங்க என்னது half, இங்க என்னது half. What is the most common ஆ வர factor என்னது? half தானா? So what will be the answer? Half into mv cube. Actually in the question வந்து AIPMT 2009 la. So what is the correct answer for this? But it's like what, doing a guesswork madri. So this is what we call as the most common form of answer. Okay va? So அடுத்தது பாருங்க, the odd answer or symmetric answer for a complex question. இங்கேயும் அப்படிதான், நம்ம இந்த ப்ராப்ளமே படிக்க வேண்டாம். So படிக்க வேண்டாம்னா like we are assuming that we don't know how to approach the question. So பாருங்க, 3 charges of equal magnitude q placed at the vertices of an equilateral triangle side length L. The force on charge q placed at the center of the triangle is. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு காம்ப்ளிகேட்டடான क्वेश्चन இருக்கு. நீங்க ஆப்ஷன்ஸ்ல பார்த்தா like 3 of the answers are looking similar and the fourth one மட்டும் is the odd answer. So as per our in the model base பண்ணி the answer we will have to choose is what, the odd answer or the symmetric answer. Okay va? So this is the objective approaches to solve the numerical questions, particularly NEET la. But enna like in the random methods enna theriyuma, these are not advisable for using. Ena kandipa this is like not going to give us answer with 100% surety. Okay, so this is about the objective approaches. Hope this is useful for you guys. Next இன்னொரு வீடியோல நம்ம பார்க்கலாம். Okay va? All the best for your preparation.